Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. This time I want to talk about the new jacket glamour that's been added to the game as part of a new Moogle itinerant event. So the Moogle Treasure Trove, or itinerant event, however you want to call it, is back in town, and ultimately the fastest way, and not potentially the best way. There is no best way. Do whatever you need to do on that list that I've previously given you on that other video. But the best way, the fastest way, if you want to get your coat in just over an hour at maximum, basically what you need is to have access to a couple of blue mages or something like that. And you need to go and queue yourself in the party finder, create a group, and go and do synchronized runs of a Realm Reborn raids, such as the Binding Call of Bahamut Turn 2. So the reason that we would do Turn 2, as you can see in this footage, is it is incredibly quick. Even the slowest run is about 2 minutes in length. This rewards you with 3 Tomestones of Lore. So essentially you need 100, so that's multiple runs of this, but I can assure you I did 2 jackets, so one on my main character that you can see right here, and also one on my alt as well. And that took me a couple of hours basically to actually grind those out. Conventionally though, the other means might be better for you. You might want to do these passively and not do something like this. I suggest trying out PvP, including Hidden Gorge and the other PvP modes, because they're actually getting people queuing into them. If, however, you have nothing worth while to do other than just, the actual tomes themselves, maybe you don't want to do the PvP stuff, then the Binding Call of Bahamut Turn 2, synchronized with a couple of blue mages, or a full blue mage group, regardless, is the fastest possible way. So we're getting 3 tomes pretty much every 2 minutes. Now, people have said that this is arguably slower. It really depends, though. We had a group and we just spammed it for an hour and got our jacket. But yeah, so basically what the jacket looks like is this. This is the new jacket. This is called the Inferno jacket. Now, originally on the other versions of the game, this has been available as a regional exclusive. It has been long awaited to come over to the West, and we finally have it in here. It is multi-gender, equipable by all classes in the game, level 1 and above, and is of course dyeable. Now, the dye options, as you can see here, are, well, they're not the best, right? But ultimately, it's going to come down to what variation of design color and undershirt with stitching that you like the look of. Although on the back of the jacket you do have a giant Ifrit basically covered in fire. So for me personally, for things not to clash horribly, I've gone for bright colors such as reds, whites, black works, yellows and oranges, sort of flame colors. Those seem to work really well with this. However, things like turquoise, whilst they look good on the front, don't necessarily match up on the back. If that's something you can work with, maybe you can think of a glamour to go around that with different colors, then that's how it is. This is just another proof of concept then that we need to have a palette system for dyes. The ability to dye multiple pieces would be really nice per piece. Different textures, But it is what it is. It is a really nice thing to have. I'm happy that Square Enix has provided us a way of getting this. And I'm happier even further that this is a free way of doing it. All this costs is your own time. So when it comes down to it, if the only thing you want is the jacket, then, and you don't want to do anything else, then obviously your best bet is to go for the Inferno jacket. Like I said, I've proved it today. We did a live stream, we did lots of other activities, we spent hours trying out different alternative routes, we did PvP. Yes, those things are very enjoyable, and you can actually, get a real kick out of it and some extra rewards. But if you're just after the jacket and you don't care how long, you don't want to wait around and you want this as fast as possible, then Turn 2 of the first Call of Bahamut with a synchronized group with blue mages, if you have them, is your fastest method. And even without blue mages, it still remains the fastest method that we can find at the moment. So yeah, I ended up with 152 tomes left on my main, but yeah, so I've got it on my main and my alt now. I will probably continue to farm tomes this way, as I would like to get my alt, some of the mounts and other bits and pieces that alt needs, but I've pretty much got everything else on my main. Anyway, I thought I'd put a video out this showing off what this glamour looks like and give you a rough idea how I went about getting it, as many people are probably doing the same thing. And if you've been left in the dark, perhaps you've got heavy work schedules and you don't really know what the best method is, well, that's the fastest method. Not everybody has 6 to 7 hours of grinding PvP available to them, whereas, you know, an hour here and there is actually completely doable, and I can affirm you that you will get your jacket within that time if you get a decent group. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your particular methods, what you're going to do. Are you going to do this nice and passively and, you know, slower than everyone else, but at the same time, you know, in your own pace and get some other achievement rewards, which is an excellent idea? Or are you planning to just go for the jacket and burst it through with as many runs of turn 2 as you physically can? Let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.